Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
The way to peace is peace. It's not deception, it's not invasion, it's not lies. The way to peace is peace. So sad to see a family's grief, hear a widow's cries. The way to peace is peace. We are not safer for toppling statues, for dropping bombs. The way to peace is peace. The only peace, the peace that heals, the peace that calms. The way to peace is to live and let live. It's to be and to simply let be. The way to peace is to dwell in that knowledge, for it is the truth that will set you free. The way to peace is peace. It's not imposing our will on others for our own gain. The way to peace is peace. So let's end the violence, end the suffering, end the pain. The way to peace is equality, justice, fair trade, and real freedoms for all. The way to peace is to worship in our way, while others may follow a different call. The way to peace is peace. It isn't war, even if loudly they proclaim that peace will be achieved through war. It isn't true, it can't be done. For this we know, the way is peace in God's name. The way to peace is peace. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. Our guest is Rich Siegel. The show is Horses Sing None of It, and my name is Ralph Litwin. How you doing, Rich?
I'm doing well, Ralph. Thanks. How you doing?
Good.
I have to put on my glasses to hear you. So.
You are a man of many talents.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
You wear many hats.
I wear a lot of hats. That's true. Yep. I'm a pianist, singer, songwriter, music director, and a dad. That's my favorite job. And I'm music director at the Unity Church in Montclair, New Jersey, and play a lot of gigs in a lot of places. I teach at Crestwood Music School in East Chester, New York. And just got back from playing a weekend at the Marion Inn in Cape May, one of my favorite venues. Nice little piano bar / jazz room in a block from the beach.
That sounds nice.
It was wonderful. Thanks. So the song I just played was the title track from my CD, The Way to Peace. I've got a couple other tunes I can do from that CD, which is a very political CD, very peace-oriented CD, with a focus on the Palestine issue. And then I've also got tunes from a CD that I'm working on now, which is going to be a jazz CD, totally non-political. So maybe we can get a little bit of both.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah?
What are you going to give us now?
Well, I think this one, it's called One Truth, Many Paths. It's one that I've done in church, and I have to take off my glasses to sing. You know, that's how I work, you know, on to talk, off to sing. I don't think there's a lot of songs written about religious tolerance, and I thought that there needed to be one, so I wrote it. This is called One Truth, Many Paths. There's one truth, but many paths to God above. There's one truth, but many ways to claim His love. In a church or in a temple, in a mosque or in a shrine. There's one truth, but many paths. There's one truth, but many names for God on high. There's one truth, but many ways to call Him nigh. The Muslims call Him Allah. The Lakota say Great Spirit. There's one truth, but many names. In this world of ours, the ego takes the stage. Things get misunderstood. There are those who say they're right, that they have the only way. But standing in that judgment is the enemy of truth. For cultures are many, religions are many, paths are many, God is one. There's one truth, but many paths to God above. There's one truth, but many ways to claim His love. His love is the same for everyone, no matter what you call Him. There's one truth, and that one truth is God is one. This world of ours, the ego takes the stage, things get misunderstood. There are those who say that their God is dealing in real estate, but God does not play favorites. That's a sacrilege to truth. For cultures are many, religions are many, paths are many, God is one. There's one truth, but many paths to God above. There's one truth, but many ways to claim His love. His love is the same for everyone, no matter what you call Him. Dios, God, Allah, Hashem. There's one truth, and that one truth is God is one. There's one truth, and that one truth is God is one. Shema kol ha'olam, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Thank you.
Very peaceful making.
Well, thank you. We on to another one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking maybe I'll stick with this this same CD, The Way to Peace, and maybe I'll just tell you a little bit about the sidemen who are on it. I've got Gilad Atzmon, the London-based Israeli expat saxophonist, is on it, and some really great New York area musicians, guitarist Gary Susi, and bassist Cameron Brown, and drummer Anthony Pinciati. And this song is one that I co-wrote with Dave Littman. The music is mine, the lyric is a collaboration between the two of us. And it directly addresses the Palestine question. And basically it's a conversation between a couple of Jewish guys talking about Israel and Palestine and what it's all about. And here it is. You tell me all peoples need land of their own. All the others have theirs, why not leave us alone? We brought it to bloom in the sun. It's ours, always was. We won't let them take back our homes and our trees. We won't have them driving us into the seas. That's why we are forcing them down on their knees. But the children are dying in Palestine. You tell me of centuries caught in despair, pogroms, persecutions, and final solutions. The need of a homeland, safety for Jews. I hear you. You tell me of hatred, of fear and attack, of enemies everywhere, we must fight back. The border towns under the gun, but 100 to 1. The children are dying in Palestine. You say there can never be peace till their outrages cease. Of course, they say the same. You say it's not true that we forced them to leave, that Jews would do that, you just cannot believe. The Arabs are treacherous, born to deceive. They hate us. Well, it's true we've been hated, but when we arrive and take over their country in the name of our survival, is it any wonder that peace cannot thrive while the children are dying in Palestine? Every state has its Jews. Even Jews have their Jews. They've been there all along. You say we must search for some moderate way. We must find a middle ground to save the day. We shouldn't have settlements. They shouldn't prey on our nation. But where is the middle and where are the extremes? We've settled their farmlands and stolen their streams. Our generous offers are not what they seem, and the children are dying in Palestine. We're trapped in this horror, it won't go away. We've conquered, but conquering won't win the day. We inspire their hatred, we watch in dismay. It's madness. Suppose we did take their land, planned it all along. Can we look at ourselves and admit we've done wrong? Can we all live together? Can we all belong? Can we stop all the killing in Palestine? Please God, no more children dying in Palestine. Palestine. Thank you. Well, as you might guess, I was raised Jewish and Zionist, and I feel like I was raised on the wrong side of that issue, and so I've become very active in the cause to liberate Palestine, and so that song is one of my humble contributions. I made a video based on that song where Dave Littman, my co-writer, and I each give a short talk after I perform the song, and that's been widely viewed on YouTube and on Vimeo, and it's still up there for folks to take a look at.
Great. They can Google Rich Siegel.
Yes, you can.
They can go to your website at richsiegel.com.
That is my website, richsiegel.com, right? RICHSIEGEL.com. And I think at this point, maybe I'll segue to some material that I'm working on for my new CD, which isn't going to be political at all, because that other CD was very political, and I think the marketing possibilities for a non-political CD are a little bit better. Okay, if I go there?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm not sure what the title of this CD is going to be. It's tentatively titled "It's Always Been You," which is one of the original songs that's going to be featured on it. But I'm going to start with a song called "Spring Again," because yesterday was the summer solstice, so spring is gone. But it was relevant for a little while, and I hope to have this one out in time for next spring. How did it get to be spring again? Winter's cold left us missing kisses. What gave the flowers the idea to bloom? Couldn't they tell that we're not in the mood? Tell me, how did it get to be spring again? Yesterday, it was freezing and snowy, bleak as the look in your eyes I saw when troubles drove us apart. But now it's spring again, filled with the joy of rebirth. Can't you feel it now? It's spring again. The song in the air makes me wonder why we didn't notice that it's spring again. Maybe it's trying to tell us something. Let's bring our love back to life again, just like the flowers in spring. it's spring again, filled with the joy of rebirth. Can't you feel it now? It's spring again. The song in the air makes me wonder why we didn't notice that it's spring again. Maybe it's trying to tell us something. Let's bring our love back to life again, just like the flowers in spring. Thank you. Now, the only problem with writing a tune that has complicated harmonic changes is that then I have to try to improvise over it, and you know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. That time it almost did. So,
sounded like it worked to me.
well, thank you. So what do you think? Keep going with the material from the new CD?
Sure.
Let's see. Maybe it's time for a ballad. This one was it's called Bryant Pond, and it was originally written as an instrumental tone poem, and my friend Ruth Rachel Mackin liked it, and she wrote some lyrics to it. And at first I said, well, I don't want those lyrics because it's not about my nature tone poem. I mean, the nature poem was about this hot summer day being alone in a boat on a lake, and she wrote this really romantic lyric about a lost first love. And I said, well, that's not what I wrote it about. And so I let it sit for a little bit, and then I came back to it and I said, well, gosh, what she wrote was so great. Who cares if it's not what I wrote about? You know, I had to kind of get my ego out of the way a little bit. And this is the result. And I think Ruth did an amazing job. She's out in Portland, Oregon, so hopefully she'll see it out there. Oh, the days, the golden days, we were so young, unsung at love, until we fell beneath the spell of spring, who smiled and taught us everything we learned at Bryant Pond. Hand in hand, we walked together in the sun, who bowed to brush our cheeks with tears and laughter, sharing secrets no one else had ever heard before at Bryant Pond. Glory days when time forgot and left us trembling, aching. Touching, tasting. Who are they that say first love will fade away? I still remember to this day the rush of spring, the change from wanting to knowing that became at Bryant Pond. Glory days when time forgot and left us trembling, aching. touching, tasting. Who are they that say first love will fade away? I still remember to this day the rush of spring, the change from wanting to knowing that became at Bryant Pond. Oh, the days, the precious days we spent at Bryant Pond. It could be just yesterday we loved at Bryant Pond. I'll see you again each time I dream of Bryant Pond. Thank you.
Oh, we're running out of time.
Running out of time, okay.
I just have
Well,
to say that people can find more information about you at richsiegel.com.
yes, they can. And
And-
I thank you for the invitation. I've really enjoyed being here with you.
Thank you. Maybe you can play us out.
Okay, I sure can.